Yeah, I'm not going to go to Mufasa, and I felt it was my duty as a middle-aged man on YouTube to complain about not going to a movie I don't want to see, because damn it, that's my right. Let's talk about Mufasa, why I won't go, and why I am so entirely sick of this live-action crappy remake trend that Disney has started and now DreamWorks is piggybacking off of. Before I go on what I can only imagine will be one of the most destructive rants I've ever done, if you wouldn't mind subbing to the channel, I would really appreciate it. That keeps me sane at the end of the day. Oh, I can't wait in 2030 when I see a live-action Minion movie. That won't scare the living fuck out of me. Kill me. Oh, we already have a Lilo and Stitch one coming out. That should be fun for no one. Actually, to be fair, the trailers are okay. The teasers are okay for that. If they can do something different than what I've already seen, maybe. But no, I don't need to give them a maybe. I don't need to give them a pass. Disney has proven time and time again that they do not care about the audience. It's only about their bottom dollar and how they can turn a quick buck. And yes, these movies are expensive to make, of course, but they're saving a lot of money when it comes to the writing. When it comes to the storyboarding that are oftentimes just shot for shot. Look at Little Mermaid. Look at Beauty and the Beast. It's the same movie. They tweak a thing. They swap a gender. They swap a race. Sure, yeah, that makes it different. No, it doesn't. That's the laziest shit you can do. All right, we got a new Little Mermaid movie. I'm thinking same thing, same exact film, top to bottom. Maybe we toss in one more song for the suckers. Ariel's black, of course. Flounder. I'm sorry. What was that last thing you said? Oh yeah, we'll toss in another song. Yeah. No. After that, what about Ariel? Well, she's black now. We have to do something to separate us from the animated one, because then it looks like we have a new thing to bring to the table. You know, she's not white. She's black. It's a different movie now. We're thinking progressively here, right? It's different. It's a different film. All right, Lion King's gonna be up next. Same exact movie, but it's live action. It's gonna be like National Geographic, so none of their faces will have any personality at all. We use different voice actors. Jeremy Irons, he's gone. Jeremy Irons, bye bye, Jeremy. Instead, we're gonna get some generic sounding gruff voice. We're going to strip away all the things that made the original so fun. The color, the vibrance, the super gay Scar, the flamboyancy, which is my favorite. Scar is one of the best characters in Disney, as far as I'm concerned. And he's a big winner, too. He actually ran Pride Rock into the ground for many years. So a little tip of the hat to Scar, fictitiously, of course. So yeah, we have a Mufasa prequel. Yay! Thank you, Disney. Thank you. Wow. Something creative and new, based off of something that wasn't creative and new and sucked ass the first time around. Why would I want to reward this? I had planned a double feature. I was going to go to Sonic 3, which I knew would be entirely fine, and it was. And then I was going to see Mufasa. And then I saw that Mufasa was like 2 hours long. And I reflected on how absolutely awful the last Lion King movie was. That was live action. Keep in mind, the animated Lion King is celebrated up and down. It's Hamlet in animal form. It's a brilliant film. Hamlet doesn't need a sequel. It certainly doesn't need a prequel, right? Neither does this new crap. So why the fuck would I go? I thought the last one was miserable. It ruined everything that I loved about the last one, but it made $1.6 billion or something. So of course, Disney's gonna make another one. I see that this one's already under-delivering at the box office because nostalgia is a hell of a drug. And now that people got their fix, their next hit isn't gonna be the same because they don't know these new songs. They don't really know the Mufasa story or really think they need one, but they had to do it. They'd be stupid if they didn't. Why would Disney leave all that precious gold on the table? You know? You gotta make more gold. And the only way they know how now, the only safe way to do it, is to just do the same thing. And so that's what they did. Couldn't have gotten an animated sequel to The Lion King? Nah. I mean, they made a couple shout-out DVD sequels, Lion King, whatever, 2.5 or 1 1/3 or whatever that thing was called. But that's not the same thing. I mean, maybe it is at this point. Maybe theatrical releases should be treated kind of like those bottom of the barrel bargain bin releases that they used to do, because it seems like there's just nothing put into these anymore, except for how can we make the most money possible? And that's what pisses me off the most about Mufasa. It's not done for the right reasons. It's done for financial reasons only. And I've said this time and time again because there will undoubtedly be some fucktard in the comments that will go, it's a business, Adam. Their job is to make money. Okay? That's what they're done with. They make money. No shit. But did you know you can do a little bit of both? Did you know that the reason the Pixars exist and the Illuminations exist is because they had to first build up a quality brand? A brand that people can trust, a brand that people can rely on, and a brand that is known for specific things. In Disney's case, it was creating original stories. Stories oftentimes based on fairy tales, twisted, turned, switched, rotated a little bit. But that was the idea. New stories all the time. Aladdin, Jungle Book, Big Hero 6, Tangled, Frozen, Moana. Now we have a live-action Moana. We have a live-action Frozen on the way. We have a live-action Tangled on the way. We had a live-action Bambi. We had a live-action Pinocchio that no one watched. We had live-action Cinderella that people pretend was good, but I don't think it was very good either. Certainly wasn't better than the freaking animated one. Everybody's always like, well, the Jungle Book was good. Yeah, the Jungle Book was good. Well, yeah, okay, great. 1. You got 1 out of like 50. Congratulations, dipshit, you played yourself. I like the Jungle Book live action. That doesn't give him a free pass. And spoiler alert, the live action Jungle Book is more in line with The Lion King than it is with the movie it was pretending to be. That Jungle Book live action's nothing like the original. That's why it worked. What's next? Finding Nemo? We're gonna do a live action Finding Nemo where it's just a fish? It's just a fish in the ocean? I just guess what really chaps my penis is that I still, in my heart of hearts, am a Disney fan, a Disney stan. And they still come out with things that I enjoy. And I still want to go back to their garbage theme park that hasn't been updated near enough and is just a miserable experience for most people time and time again. It costs a ridiculous amount of money. Like most, we still want to hang on to that freaking Disney Mickey Mouse cheese nostalgia. We still want one last hit of cheese from the Mouse King. Oh, here's some cheese, Adam. That's all you get, motherfucker. Now we're gonna take this cheese and we're gonna rip it up and we're gonna make more cheese out of the same ripped up cheese. It's not gonna be as good, but it's still gonna smell. I lost the analogy at some point there, but my point is this. That Disney's gone, and what's in its place is just the corporate overlords, the corporate monster that just acquires, 20th Century Fox, Home Alone, let me take this too, and they just make the same crap over and over again, and we need to make a stand. Little known fact, I'm one of the only people in the world that didn't see The Last Lion King in theaters, the live action one. I saw the animated one in theaters, and I watched it when it was home on streaming. That's how much I did not want that movie to exist. And typically I will bite the bullet because this is a movie review channel and I like to cover all the big releases regardless of my own personal thoughts. I still try to go in with an open mind and an open set of legs. And this time I couldn't do it. I just can't do it. And that's probably going to happen more often than not with these live action things. I'm at a point where I have to weigh what's better for my mental health. Is it going to a couple movies in a row that I know I know I'm going to hate because The Lion King looked terrible to me. The animation was terrible to me. Sure, it's a beautiful wallpaper for a lot, but to me it's soulless, it's empty. and Mufasa's the same style again. No, not gonna happen. I can safely say, here's the Mufasa review without even seeing the film. You ready for it? Here it comes. Mufasa is a movie that does not need to exist, but it does, because the last one made a ton of money. So you go where the market says. And the market said, make more Lion Kings. Even though I don't think they heard the market correctly, I think it's make more movies that we know and love, because we love nostalgia. The movie does exist, though. It does some things better than the last one. It's an original story about Mufasa and how he rose to Pride Rock and was able to bring a nation of animals to their knees in celebratory fashion to worship the Lion King. And how Scar felt betrayed and angry with his brother, and how he vowed revenge. And that revenge would come in the form of eventually betraying him, letting him die in a stampede, and telling his son that he was responsible for the death. It was the perfect plan. It just took a while to unroll. No, the Lion King prequel Mufasa, while better than its predecessor, still isn't anything worth watching. The music is fine. There's a couple standout performances here and there. The visuals, while not as great or as capturing as the animated film, managed to be a little bit more colorful and lively this time. They took some of the criticisms and they brought them to heart, and they fixed what was kind of broken before, but not fully repaired. That's the Mufasa movie. Definitely don't watch it until it's out on Disney Plus, and you only put it on because you hate yourself as much as I do, who saw the movie in theaters. How to Train Your Dragon, it's getting a live action movie. I talked about it. Looks like shit. The little teaser that I saw. A lot of shots lifted straight from the CG animated film. Beloved classics. The trilogy's great. It's one of the better trilogies out there for families. No, they're making that live action, so look for that trilogy down the road. What's next? Kung Fu Panda? Am I gonna get to see Po in all of his horrific glory? Still voiced by Jack Black in his 70s. That'll be miserable. Maybe Trolls gets live actioned. Anna Kendrick throws on a little top hat hair thing. She can just run around, frolic with Justin Timberlake. I made a joke before, because I'm funny like that. Maybe maybe when they're done remaking all the animated films into live action, we just go the other way around. Animate them again. Oh, this is the Lion King. Oh, no. Oh, this is the Mufasa prequel, now told in animated style. Not 2D, though. They'll have to do a 3D hybrid thing. 2D's dead. Disney's not going to go back to 2D. It's a sad reality. Princess and the Frog, I noticed, hasn't had the live action remake yet. Just kind of waiting for that one to unfold. You know it's coming. It'll happen. We had Mulan. That happened. Which ones haven't they touched yet? Hercules is coming, of course. Toy Story. Can we get a Toy Story live action? Wouldn't that just be miserable? You got a friend in me. It's actually Tom Hanks, and they just painted him to look wooden. Ride like the wind, bullseye! Oh, God, my back. Oh, God damn, why am I doing this still? Disney, why are you making... Okay, I'm going. Put the gun down. Chris Evans plays Buzz Lightyear. They don't let Tim Allen do it. Oh, kill me. So I guess, long story short, I'm not a fan of the live action remakes. They're not even live action half the time. They're still animated, just in a different animated way. They should be called reanimated remakes at this point. And all the other studios are going to follow suit, because that's what they do. Disney sets the standard, the others follow. First, it's DreamWorks. I mentioned Illumination in a silly way, but I'm not even joking. I would not be surprised if at some point we saw a live action Despicable Me with Steve Carell playing the character, and then the minions would still be animated, but more lifelike animations. And then Kristen Wiig is there as her character. Oh my God, I see it. Get it out of my brain. Let me know what you think, though, of the live action remakes. Are you loving them? Are you just eating them up? Give me more Aladdins. Money, please. Give me more Beauty and the Beast. I love them all so much. Way better than the original classics. That's why when you go to a Disney theme park, it's still all the cartoon stuff. You don't see the live action anything there. It's still the old nostalgic things, because little kids would rather watch the colorful stuff. It's just the stupid ass parents that think, oh, my kids aren't gonna like the old Pinocchio. We better take them to this. Wait, the new Pinocchio went straight to streaming. We better watch the new crappy Pinocchio movie that's on streaming on Disney Plus. That way this kid can connect with it. It's a kid. Anything colorful and they're in. I think I've said enough. Let me know your thoughts on this whole fiasco and if it'll ever end. I'm guessing it won't. It'll never end, ever. Leave a comment down below. Please think of liking the video and subscribing. I post content every single day at this point. Movie commentary, rants, live streams, and of course reviews. And would love to have you stick around. All right. Hopefully I see you next time. Take care.